Hi, my name is Kevin Fernandez and welcome to my channel, Gamers Genie. Today we're going to be learning the ancient gardening game Ishtar, the Gardens of Babylon. This 2 to 4 player game designed by Bruno Cathala and Evan Singh and published by Iello. In this game, you are an ancient Babylonian gardener trying to restore the once glorious Gardens of Babylon. But in the vast desert, hidden gems, and as well as ancient tablets and sacred fountains can help you grow your garden and make it the best garden it can be, returning Babylon to its once wondrous glory. Will you be successful, or will your opponents be able to create a more beautiful garden than you have ever seen before? Find out as we go to the table and learn how to play Ishtar, Gardens of Babylon. Take as many terrain boards as there are players, and then add 2 extra terrain boards and place them in the middle of the table so they are connected. And you may create a different setup for each game. Since we have a 2-player game, I have 4 boards out. Any unused boards that you have will go back to the box. Place a random fountain on each indicated location. So here, 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 and here. Anywhere where there's this little symbol right here, and I'll zoom in there so you guys can get a good looky. Place the unused fountains back into the box. Place a gem on each space matching the color of gem that you have. And I'll probably speed this up so it's not that tedious for you guys to watch. So you gotta place these purple gems in like spaces where there's purple, the red ones where there's red, and these white ones where there's the white ones. And like I said, I'll probably speed this up. Now. Like so. We place the rest of the gems within easy reach. I'll just place them in these little cups. Well, actually they're lids to cups that I got from BGG. But they work. They're all effective just the same. Like so. Place the carpet board, place it right. I'll place it right here. There we go. Within easy reach of the players, which it is, randomly place 6 cup tiles on the 6 spots of the carpet board. Like so. On each cup from a random pile of 6 basic vegetation tiles of indicated shape face down, then cover up each pile with a matching starting tile. So there. And boom, like so. For a 2-player game setup, remove the bottom 2 tiles of each pile, and for 3 players, remove the bottom one. So because we're going to be playing a 2-player game, I have to remove the 2 bottom ones. Of each pile. Like so. Place the blooming tokens on the carpet board. Shuffle the 26 tree cards. Draw and reveal the first top 5 cards. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place the remaining cards as a draw pile within easy reach. Once your 5 cards have been placed, place a tree on each one of these tree cards. Then we place the rest nearby. Each player picks a board and 4 gardener meeples matching the board color. Place 2 meeples on the carpet board in the center, and the other 2 will be on their player board. Like so. Each player will receive 1 purple gem. And place it in their supply in front of them. The first player is whoever has this 1 symbol on their player board. If you are not playing with this player board specifically, you can determine it randomly. Give the first player this watering can token. Keep the score pad at hand. And that completes the setup. You're now ready to start gardening. On your turn, you must first choose a vegetation tile. You move the watering can clockwise to the next vegetation tile, ignoring any empty piles. A little note, on your first turn, if you are the first player, you take this watering can marker and you get to choose where it will start, like so. If you don't want the top of this pile, you can move the watering can to the pile of your choice by spending 1 gem for each extra advancement. You take the top vegetation tile from the pile where you've placed your watering can, then you reveal the top of the pile, the one after that one. A flower bed in this game is a group of continuous flower spaces. Contiguous flower spaces. So you just take it, place it right there. Well, anywhere you want. An assistant that is placed on a flower bed, like this one. This means that they control all visible flowers in that flower bed. There can be none or one assistant in a flower bed, never any more. So if the watering can was down a little more further, we had this one. Place this right here. Place an assistant right there. And then they control the flower bed there. So this one and then these three. Controlling a flower bed allows you to score 1 victory point per flower on that flower bed at the end of the game. A garden is a group of contiguous vegetation tiles. At least one of these tiles must be connected to a fountain. A garden may only be connected to one fountain, but several gardens may be connected to the same fountain. A garden may feature different flower beds. Controlling a fountain allows you to score victory points. The player that controls the most flower spaces, regardless of the number of flowers in the flower bed of the gardens connected to the fountain, controls the fountain. If there is still a tie, all players control the fountain. Add the selected vegetation tile to any terrain board as per following these rules. So number 1, the tile may only cover sand and or rock spaces. So where I placed mine here, if the watering can moved down and eventually came back to me again, I take this, I can place it on these rocks right here. At least one space of that tile must be adjacent to a fountain or any other vegetation tile placed previously. You cannot place a tile that would connect 2 different gardens of 2 different fountains. So if Jordan started a garden here connecting this, and then it kind of like came down to here around, she can't place this tile. If she wanted to, she can't place it there because that would connect my garden with her garden. You can't place a tile if this causes several assistants to end up on the same flower bed, even if they belong to the same player. So even if I played like this one, I can't place it here because that would put my assistant here. I wouldn't be able to play him because then that would connect that and therefore would break that rule. Then you resolve collect gem step. When you place a vegetation tile, like so, you collect all the gems that tile would cover up and then place them in your supply on your player board. Sometimes you won't collect any gems. If you don't cover up rock spaces with gems, then resolve the special action step. This special action step does not happen automatically on each turn, but only if the tile that you selected features one of the 3 following icons, which I will place up on the screen as I describe them. So the first one is the assistant icon. If the tile that you just placed features an assistant icon, and I showed you previously what that looks like, but there will be a picture up there, you may immediately place an assistant on that tile to cover that icon. Reminder, you cannot place your assistant if there is already another assistant on the same flower bed, even if it's your own assistant. The next one is the skill icon, and I'll put a picture up on that one. There's one right here, but I'll put a bigger picture up on there. If the tile that you just placed features a skill icon, you may unlock a skill from your player board. To do so, take any 2 gems from your supply, doesn't matter the color. They can be similar or different, and place them on any free skill of your choice. So I could like put 2 gems right there, which would then get this, and I can play this right there. And that would be a free skill. If you want to place your gems on the upper level of your board, you need to complete the skill from the lower level first. Any gem placed on your board can no longer be removed, nor can it be moved to another spot. There is an explainer on a leaflet that comes with your rule book that explains every single skill and what it will do. But I'll let you discover that for yourself. If the tile that you just placed features a wild icon, and again I'll bring that up, you may use it as an assistant icon or a skill icon and resolve it immediately. Then resolve the plant a tree step. You may plant trees on each turn as per the following steps. So first of all, you can choose any tree card among the 5 available ones up here at the top that I placed so nice and neatly. Check the card's cost and spend any required gems from your supply. You cannot take a card if you can't pay for it. So I can spend these 3 rubies and 2 diamonds, and then I can take this one that costs that much, that will give me 14 points. We place the card face down in front of me, so I'll just place it right here. There we go. We take the tree marker that was on the card and we place it on any free grass space on the board. If you want and can afford to, repeat the steps to plant another tree. Reveal as many tree cards as you need to fill it back up. Then your turn ends. The player to your left begins their turn. As soon as 2 piles of vegetation, the end of the game is triggered. Complete the current round so that each player has the same number of total turns. Then proceed to the final scoring. When the game ends, score your points as follows. If you have any reserve tree cards, so if you wanted to reserve a tree, all you would need to do is just take it, move it to the side, and then you'd pay for it later. And then you basically just follow the plant a tree step. However, if you couldn't do it, so let's say Jordan took this card and she couldn't pay for it, you have to discard it immediately. Then reveal the tree cards that you were able to complete and add up the points. So 19 points for me. Score 1 victory point for each visible flower in your flower bed controlled by your assistant, so like that. Score 4 victory points for each purple fountain that you control. Score 6 victory points for each red fountain that you control, and score 8 victory points for each white fountain that you control. Score points according to your unlocked skills in the upper level of your player board. So not this bottom half, this top part right here. And once again, check your leaflet to see how that works. Use the scoring pad right here, and of course a pen or a pencil if you got one, to keep track of each player's victory points. The player with the most victory points wins. And it doesn't happen often, but in case of a tie, I would suggest rolling a die, or having like the player with the most leftover gems is the winner, or the player who has the largest continuous garden is the winner. It didn't really come up when they originally designed this game, but that's what we did for our house rules for this game. And if there's still a tie, just keep going until eventually there's a winner. And that's all you need to know to play Ishtar, the Gardens of Babylon. If you have any questions about this game, please put them in the comments below, and I'll get to them as soon as I possibly can. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell to be notified for videos just like this. And if you're new to the channel and are a big fan of it, consider becoming a Patreon supporter on our Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. New people can vote on, well, not new people and existing people you get perks, like voting on future how to play videos, like this one, as well as getting early access to how to play videos like this one. Be on the lookout for our upcoming gameplay video on Ishtar, but until then, thanks for the views.